Okay, so you can listen to this practice wherever it is that you find yourself today. You can be sitting down, you can be laying down, or you can even be stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully, wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. So if you would prefer to listen to this practice while being in a still position, you can just take all the time that you need to arrive there and really let yourself fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body in whatever ways your body wants to move. As you do your best to not think about these movements at all or worry about what anything looks like, but stepping more fully into your sense of feeling and becoming curious about how certain movements feel in the body and following those yummy sensations that you might feel as you roll out the spine, the neck, the shoulders, even the wrists and hands and fingers, the ankles and toes and feet. Just trusting your own instincts when it comes to movement. And if what feels best in your body at any time is stillness, then honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. While also knowing that there is no rush whatsoever. And you may continue to move and adjust yourself throughout this practice whenever you have the need to. But at any point, if you haven't already and would like to, you can make your way into a still position with your spine nice and straight. And if you are in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow your eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take a moment now to mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full, intentional, cleansing breath. As you call in fresh, new air into your body and almost watching as you fill up with air to every corner and edge of you, as you hold that for a moment when you are full, to just see what that feels like to be full of air right now. And then slowly, as you need to, letting all of that go. Exhaling bit by bit as you gently pull the navel in toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to really push any last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here to stay and experience what it feels like to be empty in the body right now. And allowing your next breath to come in as it is needed. And you may continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, and exaggerated way for as many rounds as feels good and helpful to you. But just knowing that there is no need to worry about what the actual length of your inhales, the exhales, and the pauses on either side are. But we are simply allowing each of the 4 parts of your breath to be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. So when your body naturally would stop inhaling, just becoming curious if you can expand your lower belly or maybe the back of the rib cage and take in one more sip of air. And when you would naturally start to exhale, just seeing if you can hold off on it for one extra moment and feel that fullness for a moment longer than you would normally. And the same thing as you exhale, getting every last bit out of you as you sit and feel that emptiness. And allow your next breath to come in as it's needed. And feeling free to release this guidance at any time as well. And again, you may continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, and exaggerated way for as many rounds as feels good and helpful to you. But at any point, if you haven't already, you may release any and all guidance over your breath altogether as you step back and up in the mind and into the role of the observer. Shifting into the perspective of the witness. Letting go of the control that we just had over our own breath, as you now simply watch as your body breathes you. And noticing any resting expression that you feel on the face. Making note of any emotions this resting expression might communicate. Maybe the brow is furrowed or the jaw could be tense. The nostrils could be flaring, or even the chin and ears can hold some lingering tension. And just let any awareness of tension be all that you need to instead allow these areas to soften. Allow all of your muscles in your face to simply ungrip from the bones. To release back into the support of your own skin. As you remember that it is safe to trust your own anatomy. Your body has functioned perfectly enough to keep you alive up to this point. And it will continue to do so for as long as you are alive in this body. And so just exhaling into that built-in security. That also comes included with the earth beneath us and the force of gravity all around us. Even in your deepest state of sleep, we are never crushed and we never float away, but we are always held in this perfect position, exactly where we need to be. And so just communicate to your body on your next natural exhale that you are exactly where you need to be. Communicating this to your body by allowing all of your muscles to soften and feeling every muscle almost roll off of the bones as you truly allow yourself to be exactly as you already are. And oftentimes, when we allow ourselves this space to truly sit in silence and feel whatever is here to feel, oftentimes there are unpleasant or unwanted feelings and thoughts that will pop up. And just know that that is a part of this practice as well. This practice is not about erasing every negative thought or feeling bliss all of the time or healing every aspect of you. But this practice is about showing up for yourself as you are, which is constantly changing. And it will always be a unique mixture of things that we label as positive and things we label as negative, and all the things in between. And so if there is pain present within your body right now, maybe physical pain or maybe mental or emotional, psychological pain, if there's any difficulties you are facing right now, allow yourself to soften around those as well. To allow those difficulties to exist. Since oftentimes the loudest and heaviest layer of the suffering that we feel is resistance. It's resisting what we are currently feeling, which is resisting this present moment, which is where all true healing does take place. And so if we can notice when we are fighting ourselves and trying to escape what we're feeling, and if the voices that are repeating are sounding something like, no, 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 I don't want to feel this way, I want to feel anything else other than this. Or if you're just hiding from thoughts and feelings that you don't like, just know that that is a completely normal part about being human. And it does not mean that there is anything wrong with you or that you have done anything wrong. It does not mean you are being punished if you are feeling any pain. It simply means that you are human. that you are a part of life, and everything in life moves through seasons, phases, cycles, where things are bright and full and shining and in full bloom, and other seasons where we are in darkness, not reflecting any light, maybe in a season of death and decay. And all the phases in between the extremes. And so, if we can notice whenever we are having resistance to what's happening within us or around us right now, we can use that as an opportunity for us to change courses a bit and remind ourselves that whatever I'm feeling right now is what I am meant to be feeling, simply because I'm feeling it. And the only thing that we can count on is change. Every storm runs out of rain. And you do not need to make your suffering any harder by beating yourself up for it, or by being hard on yourself when you are already feeling bad. But you can instead just let yourself feel bad if that's how you feel. And trust that your feelings will change. Even though the nature of feelings convince us that this is how we've always felt and how we always will feel, we know that that will never be true. Because the only truth is change. And so you can just bring some of your awareness back to your physical body, if it's left. And just notice if there's any areas where tension might be gathering. Maybe the glutes or pelvic floor are rather tight. Maybe the stomach is clenching. Maybe the hands are tense. And oftentimes, physical tension in our body can be linked to repetitive thoughts, perhaps, that cause tension or that maybe we don't like. And it's nearly impossible to tell your mind to stop thinking about a certain thing. And so instead, what we can do is bring your awareness to the physical and physically soften all areas of tension that you can find, doing your best to remain still for as long as you can. And allowing yourself to feel it, to move through your emotions, allowing for any emotional releases that need to come whenever they come. And allow any thoughts that have been causing tension to naturally dissipate along with the tension. As you soften each part of your body, your mind will soften as well. And sometimes the thoughts are attached to certain areas of our body. And so just by letting go of that holding, maybe in your stomach, it can provide a sense of comfort and relief as you also allow your mind to clear. Even if that's simply by not focusing on the mind and bringing your attention to the present moment, using all of the anchors that you need. Your senses are the most powerful and constant anchor into this moment. Notice what it is you are seeing, even with your eyes closed. Really listen to all the different layers of sounds around you, creating your own unique symphony of the world. Feeling the temperature of the skin, or feeling the temperature of the air on your skin. Smelling any aromas and tasting any taste. These sensations will only ever exist in this moment. And so for the next minute or so, allow yourself to sit in silence as you just soften into and take in everything about your own unique perspective. And you can just take these moments now to re-soften your body and imagine that every single word that you've heard today and every single feeling that you felt today was just a little speck of glitter in this big snow globe that is your own body. And let now be the time where we set you down and let all the glitter settle to the bottom as the air clears. As you trust that anything at all that you heard today that resonated with you, just trusting that that feeling can sometimes come when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. So just allowing these deep truths to be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can let your hands and fingertips find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you just feel this pulsing of your palms into one another, and let your heart lift toward your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. As you take this moment to just tune in to this unique rhythm of your own heartbeat, the steady background beat to your entire existence. As you now call in a final deep and full breath of air into your body, filling up the most you have today. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all you are ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. Taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, perfect timing. Thank you, guys. If you want to stay in this zone a little longer, please feel free to float on out of here. And if you want to keep chatting with me, you can pop on over to the live event that is starting now. Okay, bye, thanks.